Russian economy is doing well. The reason I say that is, what I'm saying to you is America is going to go down in about 5 years. And so is Europe. Japan is on the brink of going down. Greece has already gone. France will probably go. And China is gone. And so if you think that way, though, okay, how's that going to affect Russia? You know, you'll drink more vodka, obviously, because you get so upset. Or if you're selling vodka, you'll be very rich.
Бизнес-идея.
So the point here is this. I commend you for being in the training company and education company and all this. You have a very important job, and I'm honored you're here. But I cannot help people who are not here. So I thank you all for being here. Saxo Bank supports us. They're an investment bank, but not a savings bank. And they have financial education too. And they teach primarily about stocks. Stocks are good for most people, but you've got to be smart. You will still lose money in stocks. You can lose money in commodities. You can lose money in real estate. You can lose money in business. So I don't really care what you do. I do these three: business, real estate, and commodities, because I like them. I study them. I'm always studying them. I make a lot of money in them. When the economy crashes, I will make more money. But I cannot help somebody who thinks they're poor and that somebody has to help them. I can encourage you all to learn because you're here. But I cannot help somebody who doesn't want to be. So I thank you all for being here. But I can't even help my own family. You know, they don't want to learn. My own family doesn't want to learn. They don't mind taking my money, but they don't want to learn.
Последний момент для вас, просто информация, чтобы вы не зря в Россию приехали. Наш Владимир Владимирович Путин, в отличие от Обамы, подписал постановление в 2009 году о создании Международного финансового центра, где как раз есть 2 пункта, 3 даже. Финансовая грамотность населения и предпринимателей, модернизация школьных программ в области финансовой грамотности. В скором времени это будет обязательный предмет в школах. Это начнется, внимание, это будет, не переживайте. 15-20 лет вы увидите результаты. И будет информационная кампания мощная идти по стране. Но, ребята, самое главное, что надо, это начать с себя, начать со своей семьи. И тогда все получится. Изучайте этот предмет. Роберт Кийосаки вам в этом очень сильно поможет. Но не забывайте, наша страна, она особенная. У нее есть определенные моменты, их надо изучать. Спасибо, Роберт.
The most part it was for you, and I think the large part of the Dimitri's speech was for the whole venue. So what Dimitri says is that we have really good news about Russia, developing in financial literacy, because Vladimir Putin, our president, signed a law in 2009 about making financial literacy a focus of national strategy, and soon it will become one of school subjects. The main focuses is education in financial system and modernization of education in this sphere. So our country is really special, and it is very important that in this very period you came to Russia.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we need to keep moving on because so stay there. I'm going to show this last video here. And it's on commodities. So, one girl, okay, the one woman of the last question. Okay. And You're pretty too. Nice.
Спасибо. Всем здравствуйте. Меня зовут Валентина. Сразу хочу извиниться, что если мой вопрос будет очень жестким, но помогите тем нам, кто мы здесь сегодня присутствуем, если вы не можете помочь тем людям, которых нет в своей семье, потому что я уверена, что здесь люди, которые хотят обучаться и хотят развиваться. У меня за все время, за 6 часов сложилось такое впечатление, но я говорю только за себя, что я присутствую на презентации и плюс распродаже вашей компании. Я потом продолжу.
Okay. Good evening, Robert. My name is Valentina, and first of all, I want to apologize if my question will be really rough. But during the past 6 hours, I get an impression that I'm getting part in some kind of presentation of your company.
Я в Питере могу вместе с Шейном, если вы меня возьмете, проводить презентацию, там, стрелять майками. Я очень вообще такой обучаемый человек. Если у вас будет возможность взять меня, QR-коды, там, все дела. Я, правда, плохо пока знаю, что это такое, но я обучаемый. И вопрос, мне бы хотелось, чтобы уйти сегодня не с какими-то инструментами, иди туда, делай то, а с инструментом здесь, в мышлении. Скажите что-то такое, что я уверена, что вы человек другой и имеете это, потому что у вас другое мышление. Научите нас инструментам здесь, а все остальное в процентах мы разберемся.
Дай волшебную таблетку, в общем,
кнопку бабло.
And I would like to take part in this. But what I really want to get from this very event is not some numbers or percentages, but some your instruments or mechanism of mindset, how we should change it to achieve.
Sorry!
Извините за этот глупый вопрос.
Он больше не приедет в Россию, вы понимаете, нет?
Это был очень глупый вопрос, извините, пожалуйста.
I'm sorry.
Everyone is talking about some magic pill, how to change, just to change the mindset and to get rich and prosperous. But and also Valentina asked about your personal mission, so probably you can say some words about that.
I'm not going to answer that because that's all I've been talking about. If you think this has been a promotion...
Короче, зал на 2 половины разделился.
I wish it was easy. I wish I could say it was really, really easy. But, the story of my rich dad and my poor dad, although highly educated, died poor because he couldn't change the way he thinks. And, Shane and Kenny have met my family. They're really good people, but they cannot change the way they think. So they will always be poor. And as I was saying, poor has nothing to do with money. Nothing. It has to do with the way you think. And so everything I do, if you don't want to sign up and do our little games throughout the world, that's fine. It doesn't affect me, but it affects you. And it's when you say this, because I hear this in America, it's called bullshit. The school system all says they're going to teach financial literacy in America. That's all they talk about now. But the question is, who are the teachers? Shane here is an entrepreneur. Did you finish school?
No, did not.
Could they teach you what you know?
I actually hated it.
Yeah. Kenny, do they teach what you know in school?
No, in school they teach you to invest in stocks.
Yeah. And nothing wrong with stocks. But it's gambling because it's capital gains. Okay, so the one thing I learned in flight school going to fight in Vietnam, I had to be, number one lesson was, not only your friends, but who is your teacher? So when I was in flight school, the last year before I went to Vietnam, my teachers had just come back from Vietnam. They were real combat pilots. And we went over there. I didn't have some college professor teach me how to kill people. We really had to kill people. So I didn't want some college professor to tell me how to kill people. I didn't want some airline pilot to tell me how to do that. I wanted a real pilot who actually was killing people. And so there is a difference in your teacher. So all the questions, number one, we've been saying, use debt. You don't have to, but I use debt. Now you don't have to use debt, but I use debt. If you ask me, do I save money? The answer is no. Why save money when the federal government of my country is printing $7 trillion? Why would I save money? And what they teach kids in school is to what? Save money! You're gonna be nuts! You have got to be crazy to save money when they're printing it. You know how stupid that is? But that's what they're going to tell the kids in financial literacy class. Save money. So I'm not telling you not to save money, and I'm not telling you to use debt. I'm saying these will open your mind up. You can say, oh, I now have 2 points of view. Maybe I should use debt, or maybe I should use save money. That's what this diagram was up here was. 1973, it stopped being money. It went to debt. And still our school systems are telling kids to get out of debt and save money. To them, that sounds smart. To me, it sounds stupid. But it's up to you to choose what's right for you. Okay? You guys are fantastic. I mean, just absolutely fantastic. I appreciate it. So if I need to finish, then I'll answer a few more questions, but I just want you to go through the asset. That's all I want you to see. And when the reason is, as the federal government prints money, that's why the price of gold is going up. That's why silver is going up. So I started buying gold back in 1999. It was $273, $275 an ounce. Today, it's about $1,500, $1,600 US an ounce. Only reason the price of gold is going up is because they're printing more money. Yet the stupid school systems tell kids to save money. You've got to be crazy. You have got to be crazy telling kids that. So I'm not saying buy gold. What I'm saying is if your government and my government and the Euro and the Japanese and the Chinese are printing money and you're saving money, then that's stupid. Because that's why the price of gold goes up. In the next few years, America is $100 trillion in debt. They only report 15 trillion. In other words, they're carrying, it's called off-balance sheet. And what off-balance sheet means is this. If this is the U.S. government, what this is U.S., what they report is 15 trillion off balance. This is how much we're short, added to every year. But what they don't tell you is we owe 100 trillion. That is more money than all the money in the world. That is how much the U.S. government owes its people. $100 trillion. And their schools are still telling kids as financial education to save money. And the price of gold keeps going up. You have got to be crazy. But that's what school teachers teach. And I'll show you, I carry this as a reminder here. This is a Zimbabwe dollar. It says $100 trillion.
Можно покрыть долг Америки.
So this is what the U.S. government is doing. It's the same thing, just with less more zeros. If this was real U.S. dollars, I could buy all of Russia. But all they do. So if you think when your kids go to school and they tell your children to save money and get out of debt, I want you to think of me. And at that point, you're going to have to choose, who am I going to listen to? You know, somebody who believes in this, or somebody who believes in debt. Now, debt takes financial education. It's hard. Very few people can do it. But that's why I'm glad you're here. And you're going to have to choose, am I going to study this or not? If you don't want to study debt, then go to gold and silver. It's safer. Does that make sense, you guys here? And Russia has lots of gold. Has lots of resources. This is a very rich country. The problem is, the money is only in too few people's hands. Putin's friends. It's the same as in America. You know, it's how close to the government are you? So that's why I'm saying, so the government's not going to tell kids to go into debt. They're going to tell kids to save money. It's opposite, okay? So I want you to think about that, and I'm really grateful for the question. But it's up to you. Like I said, the real test of this program for today depends upon what you do when you leave. You know, if you say, well, I didn't learn anything, well, you didn't learn anything. Or if you say, well, I'm now going to think. My job is just to get you to think. There's another point of view out there. Okay? So again, thank you all for being here. You go for everything. I'll answer your question after this. I just want you to show commodities. Because this is when people say, what do I do? I don't sell, do I sell real estate? No. Do I sell businesses? No. Do I sell stocks? Yes. No. Do I sell oil and gas? No. I just tell you what I invest in. So what I do here is I print money here. I have no money in rich debt. I borrowed $250,000 in 1996. I paid all the money back. And now it throws money into here. Okay? So when I get $1, I give it to Ken. So Ken gets $1 from me, and then Ken matches it with $5 of debt, right?
Yes.
So I'm leveraging my money. So I take $1, I get $5 in debt. From that cash flow, that goes into oil, gas, silver, gold. What I'm doing is because this is nothing. I want to get back to commodities. And the reason the Russian economy will do well